Good morning, afternoon, evening. Whenever you see this, this is Dee with INFP Assertive Insights, and today I'm going to be talking about um, INFPs moving, and do we move more than the average person? Sitting here waiting for Instacart to come with my groceries with the ear infection, so that was on my mind, so I thought I'd make a video of it on this beautiful morning. Welcome, as always, and just to let you know, if you are new, that this channel is for everything INFP, and mostly FINE if you're into the alphabet soup, and yeah, so that's what we'll be talking about. So today, it's been on my mind for several weeks that I'm in the mood to move, and I've been here at this apartment. For those of you who don't know, I live in an old folks home. It's actually senior housing, but I just call it old folks home because that's the way they act. Like kindergartners half the time, including the management. But so yeah, I've been here 7 years. I've got the 7-year itch, and I have moved a lot in my life, in my adult life. And then there are other people who are INFPs who have moved a lot also, that I'm finding out. So yeah, I would just like to know if you have moved a lot. I'd like to know if it's an INFP thing and what might it be. And so if you have moved a lot, comment below. I love your comments. Let's get a discussion going about that. And what were the reasons, if you can dare to say. I know there are a lot of reasons. I mean, people may change their status from single to married, a partner to single, or however you need to move in that kind of situation. There may be financial reasons you have to move. If you're renting, I know the rents are sky high, probably are worldwide, but most places here in the States, they are ridiculous. And so I understand that, and it's hard to find affordable housing, period. I understand that. But outside of, and you may be like graduating university and you're getting, moving from a dorm type situation or university situation to your own place or back to your parents or leaving your parents. That type is understandable and happens in life cycles, and it's been happening since probably the beginning of time. It's not something new. So I'm curious to know what are some of the reasons. I know for myself, and go deeper than just I'm moving. I know for myself, and I've just come to realize, and in the last couple of years, of why I move so much. And for me, I always said that, jokingly half the time, that I couldn't afford a vacation home. I couldn't afford basically to even take a vacation because I've been single. I was a single parent. That's not easy, to have to live in an area that is not conducive to single parenthood. And I didn't qualify for any programs. I was even turned down for food stamps. So I'm in the cracks, caught in the middle in the cracks. So had to figure it all out. So I used to kind of laughingly say, and a part of this is true, that I pick an area that I would like to have a vacation house in, but I didn't make enough money to have one. At some point in time I finally did, but I didn't have it to have one, so I would try to get a job in that place and just move there, because I can't afford a vacation home. I make that my permanent home, and I'd move around a while. I did that for a time in my life. That's what I told people. But that's what I believed. That's what I had convinced myself of that I was doing. And I did enjoy it, and I did learn a lot about it. However, in the last couple of years of me sitting here looking out the window at the birds and the pine trees that are no longer here, it's come to my attention that what I was really searching for, and I'm wondering, really searching for, was to fit in. I was trying to find home. if that resonates with anybody. I was trying to find home. I was trying to find where I fit in, and I knew nothing back then of the MBTI other than it was a personality test. Like I have said in so many of my videos, if you've been following me, I do have a mental health background, but we're more into diagnoses than personality type, than typing. I can diagnose you, I can't type you. I'm getting better at the typing part, but the last few years. But I'm seeing where I really was moving places where I would like to have a vacation home, and the real underlying reason to dig deeper was because I thought that would be a place where I fit in. Now, as a vacationer and as a tourist, that's where I did fit in. Moving there was totally different. What I didn't realize, and this is what I have to remind myself now that I'm in the mood to move, because I don't fit in here where I'm living. I've just stopped talking to people. We have this personality difference, and I see it more starkly now the longer I'm here. That, as INFPs, and being as rare a personality type as we are, and this may sound kind of defeating, but I don't mean it to be that way, but we're not going to fit in the majority of places unless we move to a place that has a lot of INFPs, and my understanding is, from what I read online, and some creators, it's supposed to be like Scandinavia. They say the Netherlands particularly, but I'm just going to say all of Scandinavia. So if you like cold weather, you might want to try that. I don't know. But I do know some people who are living, I do know at least two content creators. It's kind of interesting to me. Two content creators who are in that area who are looking to travel outside that area. So I'm starting to have second thoughts about that. I'll have another video about traveling as an INFP, or just traveling as an intuitive later, but so I'm not quite sure if that is true. Why are they leaving? So yeah, that's just something I wanted to say. And what's the point in this, and why am I saying, what does it have to do with you? What it has to do with you is when you get the urge to move, I think stop and analyze it more, unless it's something that you really have to do, and I'm discounting all the reasons you have to move. I understand that. But if it's an optional move, and you're just kind of bored, or you're just kind of, this isn't right, and I'm ready to go, I don't fit in here, look deeper and see if that's not the reason that you're trying to fit in. You want to find home. And the second thing is that I'm trying myself, this is my challenge to myself, is to say, yeah, just stay where you are and where you think you want to be, because I have a place I think I want to be, which is on the other side of the town. Try to figure out ways to do social activities there and meet people, because I know prior to COVID, a lot of meetups are in that area. I want to socialize. I don't want to be stuck, spend the rest of my life just looking out the window. I want a life, and I do not fit in here. I did at one point, but everybody I fit in with has since moved for the very reasons that I want to move. But instead of moving, just see if there are why you want to move. If it's optional, what's the real reason you want to move? And if it comes down to find places and people more like yourself, see how feasible that is, and just do a list of pros for moving, a list of cons for moving. The same thing for staying. I have a tremendously cheap rent here. It's going to cost me a lot more money to move to where I think I need to be. And am I going to be happier, as old as I am and as much as I moved probably not going to be happier after the honeymoon phase wears off. So, and with us and with INFPs, a lot of our life is illusion in our head versus reality. And if you need help with that, deciphering what the reasons are, just find a sensor. I'm going to have a video about that. Just find a sensor, someone who can ground you, and someone you trust, and someone who can tell you the truth about it, so you have a balance. So that's all I wanted to say. Is that is it an INFP thing? Is it just, it's not generational. I do know that everybody is saying because of the economy people have to move, because that's always kind of been the case. I was dirt poor when I got out of college. I couldn't get a job forever. When I got married, I would just say when I got married, neither one of us had a job. We went to Michigan with a plan of him going to university there, and we lasted a month. We had $200. $200. I had a 10-speed bike, and I had a console stereo. Had an 8-track tape player. That was cool back then. And we had a car and a U-Haul. Clothes on our backs, and that's all we had. And that, man, that was my idea to do that. And yeah, that lasted just a month. We came back and lived with family. So it's not something new to what's going on now in the economy. It's always been like this for some of us. It's not been a smooth sailing. So anyway, yeah, put your thoughts below. I appreciate everybody. If you don't mind telling what part of the world you're in, that might help other people. And if it's a cultural thing, I do think that, and that's a whole nother topic, but I do think some of it may be cultural. Different areas, different cultures will take in people who they don't have to continue to move, even if it is a financial thing. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble, which is my cue to get off here. So yeah, just put your thoughts below. Share, subscribe, whatever. Share, subscribe, comment, like. That's the word. Like or dislike. I'm getting some dislike, thumbs down. Yeah, YouTube doesn't care. It counts. It means I made you think about something one way or the other. You have a strong opinion one way or the other, but if you dislike something. So my job is complete. But until next time, everybody, stay safe.